Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. I bet you guys thought it was never coming, but here it is. The Albania playthrough is part of my A to Z series, and we might regret starting this one. It's going to be a challenge. So some of you probably don't even know where Albania is on the map. This place, right here. You thought Afghanistan was a challenge. Wait till you see this. We are playing on historical mode. There's a good reason for that. So let's jump in, and I'll explain everything. And here we go, Albania. This is the land of challenge in Hearts of Iron 4. How are we going to make something out of this? Well, we don't have a lot going for it, to be quite honest. We won't start with any steel whatsoever, which is going to be a problem. But a tiny army and a tiny population. And also, we start with no research. This is just bad. So we're going to do the opening gambits that we normally do for this. Try and kick off a little bit of industry. However, that's pretty much where it's going to stop, because we're going to have other priorities pretty soon, and they're going to be basic priorities as well. So this is where we have no option but to go down one particular path. We can go democratic, we can go communist, we can try and stay neutral, but there's only one path that'll lead us to having any chance of playing a game with Albania, and that is fascism. And the reason for that is because we get 2-3% additional population and you to recruit. And you might think that sounds like nothing, but trust me, when you've got an absolutely minuscule population to start with, this is important. Also, there's another reason why we're going to go fascist, and that is that when Italy invades, as it will, or try to, in, I think, 1939, as part of the historical focuses, it's before they've joined the Axis. So if we can get in friends with the Axis and the Reich, well, we might have Big Brother on our side to protect us. We'll see how that goes. It's going to be a gamble one way or the other. So what are we going to build to start off this mighty economy and huge, all-encompassing military-industrial complex? Well, we're going to go with coastal forts. And you might think, why coastal forts? That's a waste of opportunity. Well, no, it's not, because we have one civilian factory. Yep, pretty grim. And Italy will try to invade these provinces here when we go to war with them. They will. There's no debating that. I have tried a few test runs to see what happens at the start of the game, and that is what they do. You might have seen another Albania playthrough where they trick Italy into landing their troops there and then they cut them off as they land. That does not work anymore. I cannot get Italy to attack these places. Something's changed, maybe in the naval patch. Who knows? Who knows? We have few basic divisions we're going to put in there. I mean, this is terribly basic. They're actually not bad. I mean, that'll do. We just need defensive infantry to start with, so that will do. But we don't have the manpower for it. We have a huge, huge lack of manpower in this. Actually, we have field marshals, but no generals, amazingly. So we'll create one of those when the time comes. Let's just put those guys in training for now. And that's pretty much it. There is a very distinct path that we are going to have to take, and we have to do it in a particular order, otherwise we're almost doomed to failure. And when the crunch time comes, there's a big gamble that we can choose to take. We will come across that when the time comes, and I'll explain everything. But for now, I will see you in 70 days, because there's nothing much more to do, so let's speed the time up and get things kicked off. Hooray, political effort, the first one done. There's a reason why we have to streamline down this instead of getting some industry built up first. And that is, we need the boost to fascism to try and get us into the Axis before Italy does. That's very important. We beat them there. Oh, we just got some political power too. So, on that theme, same thing. We need to go with the fascist demagogue even, daily fascism support. And I think we can also... Can we get him in? Yes. Now, where's the options not coming up yet? Okay. There is an option to... Here we go. We're not going for civil war, but we are going to open up political discourse when the option comes up. We need 75 political power, so it's on the way there. This does give us some options to speed up the conversion to fascism, because we're not going to fight a civil war. I think that'd be a terrible idea. The downside of this is it does cost us stability. Hang on, I just realised that menu doesn't update, does it not? Or do we... Oh, we need some more support. Okay, we can't get there yet. We need a bit more fascism support before we can trigger that. There we go. Collectivist ethos. So we've got that. Nationalism focus. This also gives us more fascism support. I wonder, did that give us enough to trigger... No, we haven't got enough yet. Okay. There is a focus that also boosts this a little bit. I think it's further down that line. Basic machine tools. All right, so we are going to get this for a 15% factory output. And then we're going to switch quite quickly. Here we go. Open up political discourse. This is going to give us some options to speed up the change to fascism. We're not doing the Civil War route. I think that's going to be bad. I've never tried it. It might actually be really good. Let me know in the comments if you think it is. Let's expand this for the cost of stability. We actually turn evil a little bit faster. And yes, we are going to be playing as the baddies in this game. Nice. We've got the focus going. I've also got construction 1. Brilliant. We'll switch over that. Now, militarism instantly gives us 2% recruitable population. I think I'll grab that because I think we can hold off on the rest. Probably, you know what, it's probably not as important as getting the industrial thing going, but we'll do it anyway. So we want some units in the field if we can. And now that's done, we're going to make a bit of a sideways shift because we want transport planes. Why do you want transport planes, Mark? Well, we're going to be playing with paratroopers in this, as we have absolutely zero navy and very little prospects of building one until late in the game. The only way we're going to be able to get anywhere is if we airdrop troops. Yeah, it's going to be risky. It's going to be risky. Okay, we must remember to do this. We have to discredit the government. This gets rid of, or reduces non-aligned popularity by quite a bit. Only 1% stability, which is nice. And expand civil support. So you're going to see our stability absolutely tank. But this fascism here, this is growing reasonably quickly. League of Nations embargo resolution. League of Nations Council decided to impose an all-out embargo on trade with Italy as a response to the country's unlawful aggression against Ethiopia. I didn't know I'd be invited to this, but it is the right thing to do. We gain base stability 2%. Oh, nice. There we go. Militarism. That's quite good. Military youth is more recruitable population and mobilization speed, but we can hold that off a little bit. All this line is good, actually. It's basically what builds Albania. I wonder if they'll ever get their own tech tree. I don't know, or focus tree or whatever we should probably say. Now, it's time for some industrial effort, I think. Research bonuses are nice, but this is how we get civilian and military factories, because we're not going to build them. Not with one civilian, and not with the debuffs we get at the beginning of the game either. Let's just check that this is on. Yep, expand civil support. Keep clicking that. I think that's probably as low as we dare go. It is October 36, so at that current rate of improvement, I think we've got time to get the fascism up before Italy comes a knocking at the door. China's formed the United Front. So as you say, the usual things kicking off everywhere. Yes, industrial effort done. That's nice. We're going to go straight into the armament effort, because I would very much like that. Actually, where are we at with research? 49 days for this. Brilliant. Then we can get that kicked off too. Ethiopia has capitulated. No great surprise there. Concentrated industry. That's all very good. And the bonus. So, okay. That'll give us straight away an extra 15% output. I'm going to take that as... Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Now, while this is steadily growing up here, we're not there at the 50% to trigger the referendum yet. We're going to put in a general. We're going to go in for defense. Yeah, we're going to go in for defense. 10% defense is going to be critical in the early days. But it's more for the experience that we really need. So let's get that one going. Yes, the transport planes have arrived. There's a strange bit of a quirk with these guys, which I'll show you in a moment. And now I think we will go construction so we can get our forts built a little bit faster. Let's set this off. We're not ever probably going to make much of an air force. Maybe if we can survive long enough. You never know. Anyway, we should have... we should have a military factory coming online real soon. And that is going to be the start of our adventure. Early game transport planes. Yeah, so there's a bit of a... Let's just set this off onto... We'll have another civilian factory, please. We'll do those evenly, civvies and millis. I think they're both pretty useful. But what we want here is... Actually, just delete that for now. That's fine. And we need to click Show Outdated Models. Now, I don't know why it's classed as outdated, the interwar one. As far as I know, I don't have a better one to actually select in there, but it's fine. It's okay. And we will get that message the whole time. which is going to be an annoyance, but that's okay. We can deal with that. Oh, look at that stability, 23%. That is absolutely horrific. Absolutely horrific. We might need to do something about that. Wow. Okay, so the Spanish Civil War is really kicking off now. It's interesting to see it kick off. I mean, we kind of want fascism to win over here for our game purposes in this playthrough, but I'd kind of like to see a little bit more variety. But I suppose it wouldn't be totally historic, would it? But a chance for something different. In alt history, sure, anything goes, but historical, we do see that all the time the same. April 37. Yep, let's go for this. Increase the production efficiency cap of our meager factories. And we have... Oh, do we have our first... We have our first airplane in reserve. We can't actually deploy it because we don't have the manpower. Construction effort, which gives us another factory. Let's get another civilian factory. And then we'll probably trade them away to get some steel. Actually, the steel debuff's not going to be too bad. We were only short of 2. So we can probably manage that. Hindenburg disaster. Doesn't bode well for air travel, does it? US Congress passes Neutrality Act. Same old, same old. Right, we are getting so close now to this. This is what we wanted. Okay. Fascist assault divisions form. The political and martial have always been intertwined in fascism. In parallel with its growing political movements, fascist parties have begun to form paramilitary organizations to protect both internal and external threats. Only traitors to the country have anything to fear. So we get 5% fascism boost from that. More recruitable population at the cost of a shit ton of stability. Oh god, okay, well, let's do it. I don't think I've ever played a game where I've got 17% stability. Right, so we've done that. We got the boost we wanted, which is just enough, and we happen to have 100 political power. That's nice. Let's hold a referendum. And if the people want it, let's go for it. So did that trigger? It triggered. Okay, it's gone. The stability is horrendous. However, now we've gone fascist. There is an option we can do. Political loyalty. The army leader cost goes down. Okay, that's useful. And we get 10% party political modifier for 20 military experience. This is another reason to go fascist when we have so few options, but this is a bonus. I would love to have taken one of these, by the way. It would have been great to get some special inventive traits or just boosted traits because we are going to have more generals, but we need this. So we now get 22% stability. Oh, also, I nearly forgot the most important thing. Now we need to join the faction. We need to join with the Reich into the Axis. We're in. Right, cool. Construction effort 2. Okay, that's very useful. Very useful indeed. Military youth. If I go down, is there one of these that gives us stability? I thought one of these gave us some stability. Oh, I know what I need. There's a stability guy that we can recruit. Okay, so we will get the armament effort. It is time to get the army going up a little bit. We need some more resources in there. We're short of infantry equipment and a bit of support equipment, but that's not quite so critical just at the moment. So we're slowly making coastal forts here. Let's queue another one up. Construction 2. Okay, very good. Where are we? We're in 37. Okay, so these are all a bit too far ahead to get much bonus out of at the moment. I would like to get radio just for the reinforcement rate for when we do go to war. We're going to have to make do with the early transport planes. Artillery is on the list of things to get, but I think we're actually going to go over... Oh, yeah. Let me not forget these. Good God, no. We need paratroopers. Yeah, no. We can't actually build any yet, but these are going to be essential. Armament effort. Nice. Bring this one up. Do we want another one? Another military factory? I might actually get the army effort first. No, come on. Let's be sensible here. I need to save my political power. It's actually a tough choice. I will get the military factory first. Let's see what we're going to spend this one on. Well, we better get that one going, and then once that's built up a bit, we can put the next one into support equipment, I think. So let's trigger that one and get that going. Improved machine tools. Nice, so the industry's coming along quite well. I have a horrible feeling there's something very important that I've forgotten at this point. But, well, we'll deal with that when it happens. Okay, we are in October 1937. We have the options of going to the next level of conscription or improving stability right now. At the moment, we've got a hit on political power gain and factory output, both of which absolutely suck. Whereas we could put in... the factory output's probably better. I think we can get everything else done in time. So let's go for popular figurehead and get a 15% boost to stability. Ooh, we still get hit with that. Okay, maybe I should have gone for the other. It will improve. Armament effort 3. Excellent. Okay. And then we want infrastructure and then construction effort. And then there's nothing here that gives us political power, is there? No, it's okay. It's okay. I know we're getting close to the time of wars kicking off, but we can bank the equipment and get the manpower later. I'm fairly confident we can do it this way around. Oh, nice. Civilian factories have actually done their thing, so let's get some more of these. We can go up to level 6. And I'm going to do exactly that. Let's get that going. Come on, political power. We need political power. We also desperately need improved worker conditions. But I think it is time to boost up the conscription values. There are ways of making savings in the game through focuses, but I think we absolutely need to get there now. So infrastructure effort, that's appreciated. It is useful, and we do get extra research slots out of this. But now a couple of civilian factories just to boost things off. And we're nearly at the point. We're nearly at the point where we can actually increase our conscription, which we have to do twice in fairly quick succession. So we've got more stuff coming in there. February 38. Other than going down there, which actually wouldn't be a terrible idea. No, we can get defensive bonuses. Let's get some better weapons. Try and do everything we can to actually make ourselves defensible when the time comes. Oh, and speaking of which, we can now pick some things in here. Now, offensive doctrine, it gives us attack +1. If I do this for the extra entrenchment, that sounds amazing. But, oh, it's only attack +1, I guess. You know what? Let's go defensive. Let's play it carefully and get the reinforce rate up, as we may not have the benefit of radios and other things. Nor a fantastic one of these, actually, some land doctrine. We're going to go... Now, there's not a lot here that is particularly useful. 10% division speed, though, off mobile warfare isn't actually bad. What else do we get? We get organization loss when moving. That's a nice bonus. Planning speed. Oh, reinforce rate versus grand battle plan, which would gives us a reinforce rate. It gives us more entrenchment. Coordination is quite good. Do you know what? That speed might be... It's 10% speed. That might be really useful. No, we're going grand battle plan, and there is a reason for that. I don't know if I go mobile warfare, I can get the follow-up one that I want. We'll discuss that in a moment when we get the options for it. Oh, nice. We've got some points. Right. Okay, it's time to trigger this. Limited conscription. This is going to fill up these guys who currently just don't have... Actually, they're about half strength, so that's okay. They're about half strength. And then as soon as that's done... Oh, are we going to be short a military factory? Yeah, we are. Okay, I'm going to have to build one. We have paratroopers as well. Okay, that's good. So far, so good. I think we'll go for support weapons. Construction effort 3 is done. Okay, we can ignore the research for the time being. It's about the survival right now. So we get military youth on for an extra 1% recruitable population. The Anschluss of Austria. That's good. Our friends are getting bigger and stronger. I feel like I may have underestimated how long it's going to take to prepare, and I may have made one decision in the wrong order. Oh well, we're going to find out fairly soon. Oh, what's the issue with this? So we're short of 6 steel. Right, so we go to Germany. We're going to trade. We want to trade. There we go. Germany. Here's our friends. Let's give them a factory. Just the one. We get 8 steel. It's going to speed up the production of our infantry equipment. And we can afford to give one of these things away. But we then, actually, once that's done, we want a military factory. So let's whack that in there. The Tsardom of Bulgaria approaches the German Reich. Yes, everyone approach the German Reich. The military youth. Excellent. We absolutely do need that extra 1% here. Now then, paramilitarism would give us... Division training time is actually going to be quite useful. And the next one down is also quite useful for war support, division attack and defense. But I want the others. I want the others so bad. What time is it? It's June of 38. Okay, let's get this for the land doctrine reduction. Oh, actually, we don't need that for the land doctrine. I just realized the one I actually want. We're going for Great War Infantry, because this one, it's half price anyway. And there was one other, I think Mobile Infantry gave us some good stats, didn't it? Yeah, all infantry got 20% organisation and some max speed, which is good in itself. But the Great War Infantry, we get defence, we get organisation, we get reliability. And that defence kicks off straight away. Yeah, we're going to go for the Great War Infantry. We're going to make sure we survive the early stage of the game. Excellent. We've got the infantry equipment up, and we'll get that one as a nice little boost as well. And therefore, we have some extra stats, which we're trying to pad desperately here. We'll go for reliability, then defense, then more reliability. Then we'll have a little bit of production efficiency gain, as much as we can. And then we'll go for that one, and that one looks cheap. That one, and that one. There we go. And we never have to see that screen ever again. That's how we like to play. Here we go. Straight up to the next level of conscription, up to extensive. Extensive conscription by 1938. You can tell how desperate we are, can't you? Support weapons 2. We will take that. Okay, now we can start branching out a little bit. We've got, like, the basics in place. Industry, we could kick something off early. I don't have any bonuses for that. This would be a good idea to get. And maybe some artillery to strengthen the infantry divisions. Or maybe some support companies. Also, good idea to get. I think we're going to go for the radio to get a couple of % of coordination and reinforce rate. I think the reinforce rate is probably important. If we get attacked, and then one of our second division in these provinces, when we get them, doesn't join the fight, then we are screwed. Army effort, okay. Equipment effort is nice off there. No, let's... Can we wait on there? Bonus equipment is good. Research bonus for trucks, also useful. I think we're going to go paramilitarism. Let's get this line completed. Here we go. Nice. All right, so our friends have come to join us. Let's train. Yeah, let's do 2 of those. I think we can probably do 2 more. Throw those guys in there. We're not going to get anything that boosts our opportunities to recruit better generals. So let's just go for a new field commander. We'll promote this guy, this old school looking guy. Yeah, it looks like mustaches are in. Let's go with him. 2.5 command power. So my stability still absolutely sucks. So I'm going to go for improved worker conditions. Factory output does go down for a while. But, I mean, it's 10% of nothing. So let's try and keep the stability up. Paramilitarism. Okay. And then we want ideological fanaticism. Well, the war support's going to be good. And so is the defense. So let's grab that. And then we can really... I mean, that's pretty much as us done for the political side of things from that point. Improved infantry equipment. Good, we're there. It's December 38. I kind of want that, but we can hold off without it. So we're going to go for more factory output. Electronic mechanical engineering. Nice. So we get the radio that I've long since wanted. So we're going to spend a little bit more of our army experience here. We're going to go for the static warfare benefit. Purely because of entrenchment speed and max entrenchment. So we're going to take that. It does sound like it's going to be disappointing, but it's nothing exciting, but it will actually help us. We're also, now, this is where we get to do something a little bit more interesting. We're going to take tip of the spear because of the paratrooper thing. Okay, so the extra paratrooper supply grace, I think, is going to be worth it. It might just swing things in our favor. Ideological fanaticism, that's done. Okay, good. So we've got 10% extra defense on core territory. That is about as much as we can do down there. The doctrine effort, I might get this one, actually. It's the next land doctrine we want. It's going to be another cool one, but we can't pick it until we go to war. See if you can guess what it is. The equipment, I think we can hold off. I'm going for the research slot. Am I going for the research slot? No, I'm going to have the doctrine effort ready, so as soon as we go to war, we can pick it. We'll definitely have the points for it. Oh, we've got more troops? Excellent. 2 more divisions. This is sorely welcome. Okay, I'm going to put the guys down here. And we are going to train these guys in. This is so good. So now what we can do is we can deploy our wing of transport aircraft. We need 3,700 men for that? That's insane. Okay, more than I thought. But we will get it because the manpower is now going up big time. So we can actually deploy that. It looks like we have to do this again because the game doesn't update whilst... Oh, I think we built some more aeroplanes in the meantime, so yeah. There we go. So we've got that done. Now, okay, great stuff. Let's start editing our paratroopers. We're going to have these very weak. And now these are going to be functionally not that great. But there's a reason we're doing it. And I would like 10 of them. We're going to use these as a strategic drop, if you like. And their fighting combat is not so useful to us as the ability just to deny ground to the enemy and be a pain in the ass. Right, I'm looking at the manpower issue. We're going to have to go to service by requirement. I can afford all the penalties. It's only 10%, but more recruitable population is essential. So, there we go. We've done it. Doctrine effort. That's quite nice, actually, so when the war comes, we're going to be good. Let's get that research slot on the go now as well. Okay, the time has come. The Italian ultimatum has come through. Italian diplomats have presented an ultimatum to us demanding that we submit to their occupation. Albania is to be ruled in a personal union under the Italian king. Oh no, it's not. This is where we find out if our strategy is going to keep us in the game. Let's reduce the time. It shall not come to pass. Rally to Zog. Give them the 2 fingers. And here we go, folks. Albania is going to war. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. Really important favour to ask here. Please do press like down below the video. It really helps on the first episode of a playthrough like this. Not so much on all the others. That's not so important. But if you can do that for me, that will be awesome. Cross fingers for me that we'll survive the initial Italian onslaught, and I'll see you again in part 2.